Good evening, everyone. The Father has brought this to my attention. I know it's late, and I know I seem very, very tired and exhausted, but the will of God must go on. The Father has brought this to my attention that a lot of you are so frozen in absolute fear when it comes to change. He says, you pray because you're unhappy. You make comments that you're unhappy. You cry that you're miserable. You're frustrated because you're miserable and unhappy. You become angry, and then you start taking it out on other people. And then you start talking ugly to God because you're unhappy and in this situation. Put yourself in check. You are the one that is causing your own miserableness, your own unhappiness. God is making you miserably uncomfortable because you complained and said you weren't happy. So He's trying to get you to move, but you stay. Well, it's convenient. Oh, well, the money is good. Oh, well, I'm comfortable here. I know the people. See how the excuses come? Oh, I'm afraid of change. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to... Then you know what? Don't whine and cry. Don't pray. Don't become angry. Don't become miserable. Don't become ungrateful. Don't become ugly to God. Don't do nothing if you're not going to sit there and do nothing. God is making you miserably uncomfortable to move you because He has something bigger and better for you. Or maybe because you complained and whined and cried and threw temper tantrums and having fits. I don't like this. I don't like that. Oh, I just want to leave. I just want to leave. But you stay. You stay because you are frozen in absolute fear. Why do you fear? Because Satan has got a hold of you and he's not going to let go. Why don't you be bold and walk away? If you are not happy in a situation, God will always give you something bigger and better. Be bold. That person in that place or those people or that house, something is making you unhappy. It's making you miserable, making you frustrated, making you... Do you seriously like living like that? Oh, it's convenient. Maybe God has something more convenient. Did you ever think of that? Oh, well, the pay's good. Obviously not, because you're miserable. You're unhappy. You're angry. You're frustrated. You cry. And you cry. And you cry. And you cry. You throw fits. Become bitter, angry, and then you become sick. Constantly ill. Constantly sick. You and your foolishness and your ignorance, you do this to yourself. And God's like, well, when you're done with that fit you're having and see that I'm trying to get you out of that situation and allow me to take control and not Satan hold on to you, you'd be happy. But I'm going to go ahead and sit back and just wait on you. Throw some more fits, cry, and mistreat people. You know, when you're unhappy, you might not realize it, but if somebody walked around and filmed you all day long and recorded everything you say of how you... this reflection is driving me crazy. How you mistreat others because you're miserable. Do you think that other person or those other people deserve it? No. They don't. So grow up. If you're unhappy, think about it this way. Where you are right now, you came from one situation to that situation, correct? I know I'm correct. Think about it. You came from another previous situation to that situation you're in now. Now you're unhappy with that situation. You were happy when you first got there. You'll be happy when you go to the next. Change, yeah, can be scary if you bring the negativity in from the other situation. But if you go in with a positive attitude, a positive outlook, it'll be just fine. You'll be happy. You'll be great. God will have better things in store for you. But no, you want to be stubborn. You want to be terrified, shaking and trembling in your little britches or bones or whatever you want to say, call it, whatever and whatnot. Well, everybody's standing back like, geez, you're weak. Why are you so scared? People see you. People watch you. People observe you. Don't be like the rest. Be different. Stand out. God didn't make you like anybody else. He made you different. He made you absolutely different. He made you you. And He didn't make you weak. You became weak because you listened to the lies and the deception of Satan. If you want to stay miserable, and you want to stay in the situation you're unhappy with, so be it. There's pros and cons to look at. Well, it's convenient. Oh, the money's good. I know the people. I'm comfortable. But you know what? You don't know what's out there, what could be better. You don't know what God has in store for you. Your problem is you don't trust God. You trust in you. God, that's where you fail. 1,000,000,000%. Because you trust in yourself. And you don't trust in the one who will make sure you don't fail. And that's God. He tells us not to put our trust in man, but put our trust in Him. But yet you don't. Satan whispers, but it's convenient. You're comfortable. Why move? Oh, we'll do it later. Oh, you're too busy. See how he keeps you trapped? But yet you fall for it because you're weak and you don't have the faith and trust in God like you're supposed to. Is that how you want to live your life? Is that how you absolutely want to live your life? I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is. Take a vow right here, right now. Take a vow that you are going to just give the situation to God and walk out of your miserableness. Walk out of your unhappiness. Walk away with your head held high. You can do it. There's no excuse. I can't. You know what? I was raised by when my grandmother would always tell me, when I would tell her, I can't. Can't means you won't. That has stuck with me all my life. My grandmother said that to me all the time. And God said, you know what? I taught her that. Can't means you won't. Because you can. Why? because you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So now what's your excuse? You don't have one, do you? Stop putting trust in yourself. Stop putting faith in yourself. You're a mere human. You're a mere man. You will fail. You can't do it on your own. God will put you in the next place where you need to be, where He wants you to be, where you will be happy, you will succeed. He wants the best for you. No. You're just full of excuses. I don't have time to look for another job. I don't have time for this. It should just magically appear in my lap. God's not a genie, and God don't work that way. Why don't you pray and ask Him? Instead of praying and complaining, pray and ask Him. Father, where do you want me to go? Where will I be happy? This you know, because you go before me. You know me better than I do. Well, I've put out resumes everywhere, or I've put out applications for different homes or apartments here and there, or I've tried looking on dating different people. Have you gone to God first, or have you tried to do it yourself first? It's simple, people. God first, foremost, and center above in all things. Everybody always has an excuse. Excuses are like brains. Everybody's got one. So drop your excuses. Suck it up. Go to God. Go to Him boldly. Hey, Father, look. You know I'm miserable. You know I'm unhappy. I don't know what to do. Please help me, guide me, tell me what I need to do. I don't want to be here. I'm unhappy. I don't want to be around this person. I'm miserable. This person brings out the worst in me. You want to see how fast He moves you? He will move you. But you have to cooperate. Don't stand there in fear. Get ready to jump. He's going to push you off the cliff. Open your wings and fly. But you didn't know you had a pair of wings. He's like an eagle, or his babies. But He's not going to let you fall. He's going to push you. You open your wings. You got to fly. But you start to stumble, He's going to pick you right back up. He's going to grab you. Before you fall, He's not going to allow you to fall. Learn to trust God. Stop trusting in yourself. That's why you fail every single day. It's because you don't put all your faith in God. You don't trust God. You don't go to Him. Oh, I don't go to Him for my finances. I can do it myself. I have a job. You wouldn't have that job and them finances if it wasn't for God. And keep bragging that you're doing it yourself. You want to see how fast He snatches it from you? You won't have nothing. I guarantee you that. Trust me. As much as I have been through in my entire life, I probably have about maybe 25 sets of encyclopedias of things I have been through in my entire life. I could write book after book after book after book. And I have learned every lesson the first go round. I'm the one who will always test every theory. I'm the one who always lived my life on the edge. I'm the one who always tested God. I tested everybody. I have done everything you can think of. And God's like, okay. And He's taught me through the years. And now I'm like, okay, what next? What next? I wait for Him. I mean, I can sit here and explain things to you guys all day long through all the experience I have been through. I've done a lot. I've been through hell and back and then some. I've been to hell and back so many times I got vouchers. I have been through a lot. A lot. I've always been the one who has to learn something new every single day. Whether it was going to cost me my life, whether it was just for fun, whether it was for danger, just because. I made it a thing that I do my entire life. I cannot go a single day without learning something new. And most of it, I've experienced it. So, I'm not sitting here blowing smoke up your butt. God's not blowing smoke up your butt. He asked me to talk to y'all, to preach to y'all. He speaks to me, through me, in spite of me. You know, this isn't all me. This is God. The Holy Spirit works through me. I walk in the Holy Spirit. I walk with Him. He walks with me. He is in me. I'm not steering you wrong. I'm steering you clear. I'm trying to get you to understand how important it is. I know you don't like being unhappy. I know you don't like being miserable. I know you don't like taking out on other people. I know you don't like not having joy. I know you hate making yourself sick pretty much on a daily basis. We all hate that. So what do you need to do? Pray to God. Thy will be done on earth as it is done in heaven. What do you have in store for me, Father? Please guide me, help me. Talk to me. It's not hard. It's not hard, people. It's not hard. It's the easiest thing in the world. Do you want to be happy? Do you want joy? That's my question. Question yourself. Ask yourself. Do I want to get healthy? Do I want to be happy? Do I want to be miserable? Do I want to be angry? Do I want to take it out on other people who don't deserve it? Because I'm unhappy and miserable? Get up and do something. Stop living your life like life is too short for you to be unhappy. I'm sorry, but I choose happiness. I choose joy. I choose peace. I choose to treat others very good. No matter how many times I have hugged my own enemies. I have literally hugged my own enemies. Oh my goodness, this reflection's driving me crazy. I have hugged my enemies. I have feasted and fed and given water to my enemies. When people have hated me with such hate, I never mistreated them. At times in my past, I have, when somebody's done me dirty or wrong. Yeah, you guys have heard from other sermons how mean and cruel I was. But since God has changed me, they mistreat me, they hate me, they judge me, they condemn me, they try cursing me. But I stay the better person because it's God in me. I still uplift them because it's the hate that motivates me. Because as they have hated Christ, they will hate you. Christ conquered the world. He conquered his enemies, and so will I. It's not hard, people. It's really not hard. Choose happiness. Do something in your life. When you're not happy, move around. Life is too short. What if you're in a situation where you're so unhappy, so miserable, you get sick, and you die? You've died miserable and unhappy. Is that what you want? Why would you want that? Stop with the excuses. Just stop. You know you want to be happy. Even I can smile and light up a room with the people who want me dead. Because it's not me who walks in that room, it's the Holy Spirit. And while I'm sitting there putting a smile on my face, they feel Him and can't help but smile. He's that powerful. So rise above any unhappiness, any anger, any fear, anything. Rise up, rise up, rise up, dry bones. Rise up. He has dug your grave. Climb out. Come on. I have prophesied, like the Lord has told me, from the four winds, the north, the south, the east, and the west. I have seen you go from dry bones to muscle and tendons and flesh. And now I breathe life into you as He has told me to prophesy. Breathe. Climb out of your grave. Let's go. Choose happiness, choose joy, choose peace. Choose to be a child of God and allow God to lead the way. For Jesus Christ is the only way, the only truth, and the only life. And until next time, I'm out. I love you all. I send blessings, healings, and miracles, and hopefully some knowledge tonight. I love you all. Until next time, I'm out. Good night.